when Jose Mourinho was first offered the Tottenham job, he must have looked at it and thought to himself, you know what, fantastic stadium, fantastic training facilities. When you look at the team, you've got a world-class striker in Harry Kane. You've got one of the best international team, Belgium's centre-back pairing. You've got one of the brightest young talents around in Dele Alli. You've got a great centre defensive midfielder in Eric Dyer, who I've been trying to buy. They've got Lucas Moura, who I've been trying to buy. They've got young talent coming through like Ryan Sessegnon, who they've just bought. Plus they've got this guy, they've broken their transfer record fee of 60 odd million in Tanguy Ndombele. The future's bright, right? I don't know what Maurizio's on about. Massive rebuild. They don't need a massive rebuild. What they need is a little bit of steel to their game, a little bit of guile, a little bit of difference, you know, mix it up a little bit, maybe go a bit longer, you know, bit of quick passing, maybe Aurier will get him bombing down the right, and you know, we'll do this little bit of tucking in with Jan Vertonghen and all that. This ain't going to be a hard job. This will be good. We'll turn this around quite quickly. Might have to do a little bit of an investment, but I don't think I'm going to need to spend shed loads of money to build a great team, because, you know, the bones are there. We've got the players. Don't know what's going on in Maurizio's head. So quite quickly, after a string of fairly decent results, let's not get overexcited about it. We've had some decent results. Okay, we've had a little bit of a manager bounce. We've managed to get a few wins under our belt. You know, got an away win. We got through to the last 16 of the Champions League. You know, they was the first things to tick off the list. But now, all of a sudden, reality starts to strike, and there's now been a string of fairly poor performances, and I was really critical of the Southampton performance, absolutely really critical of it, because I thought it was appalling. So Jose must be kicking himself now. He must be thinking to himself, what have I done? What have I let myself in for here? Have I bitten off more than I can chew in this lot? What's going on? There must be some kind of underlying problem. There must be some kind of mental issue. There must be something going on, because I'm one of the best coaches in the world. I've won everything wherever I've been. And yet I'm looking at a team with so much potential and scratching my head thinking, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to fix it. I've got Harry Kane out now injured. Ndombele's made of digestive. The goalkeeper won't come off his line. Jan Vertonghen looks like he's past his best. Ryan Sessegnon's not attacking anybody. And Aurier can't defend for his life. And so, most of the time he can't cross either. He must be having a nightmare. He must be thinking to himself, there's lots to do here. Lots to do. But you know what? As critical as I've been about the Southampton game, and yeah, I am disappointed about Middlesbrough, of course. But I did think we played a little bit better. I did think the attack was a little bit more direct. We were getting towards them. Again, the same old story though. A lot of stuff just kind of played in front of them, and that they were well organised, they were well drilled, they challenged, they pressed, they pushed, and it seems that our players just can't cope with it. It seems like they are expecting to have 3 or 4 touches of the ball and a little bit of time to just settle themselves. And you know what? Teams ain't going to let you do it, especially when they know that you are vulnerable. And the reality is we are vulnerable. We are playing like a bunch of prima donnas to a certain extent, where we're kind of just letting things get against us, you know, and not pushing like we used to. We used to have one of the best presses in the league. What's happened to that? You know, we used to be really, really fit. This team doesn't seem fit. It doesn't seem like it's got the motivation and the drive to get there. To a certain extent, I'm almost glad I'm not in Mourinho's shoes, because the weight of expectation on him must be absolutely huge. Because for me, this has got to be one of his biggest tests, surely. You know, because even a poor Man United side, and a poor Man United side they were, right? He still managed to get a couple of bits of silverware out of them. So he must be looking at this and thinking, Jesus Christ, if I could get that out of that Man United side, surely I can get something out of this team, because this team are so much better, so much more balanced. But there's something holding them back. There's something holding them back. And I don't subscribe to this, that all the players aren't good enough. I really don't. Because, you know, this team have given us some really good times, some really good performances. Not of late, granted, but they have. So players don't become shit overnight. They don't. So I just don't quite understand it. But you know what? I'm pretty sure Jose will get into it now, and I'm pretty sure that he's going to be looking in the January window and saying, Daniel, my son, if you need me to do something, you've got to meet me halfway. And there has to be some kind of investment in there, even if it's just to shake a few up, because we cannot really carry on along this road, because it's just not happening. But listen, we're still in it. The FA Cup dream is still alive. So we shrug our shoulders, we wipe our brow, we say phew, and we say up the Spurs.